Three. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for coming to Love Crossing Borders. My name is
My
Andre,
name is
and
Sandra.
we are
Love
Love
crossing
Crossing Borders. We
borders.
got a great topic tonight, guys. I thought about this one for a minute, and I've been wanting to do this one for a hot minute, and it's about your checklist before you leave your home country, relocating, or even visiting another country for a long time. I had to take several trips back and forth to the United States because there were little things that I forgot. Well, I forgot this paperwork, or I forgot to take care of this with the banks, or I forgot to do this, or I forgot to do that. So I was taking so many trips back and forth to the States. And these are some of the things that I wish that I had known sooner. Also about health and taking care of myself in certain areas and medical records. All these things equate to unnecessary trips, or you're having to reach out to somebody to take care of things for you. If I had only taken care of these things earlier. So we're going to talk about some of these things, but before we go any further, we are going to talk about Halloween in Colombia and the traffic tonight, how crazy it is.
It is. Everybody's celebrating. I'm gonna say traffic.
Everybody
Everybody's
celebrating traffic.
celebrating Halloween tonight, so everything is like regular Saturday.
Yeah, it's
So
popping out there.
so we like here at home doing this
Same.
live stream. You're safe, comfortable in your house. Yeah, I mean, we're type of people like. I mean, I'm enjoying Halloween, but seeing the kids with Halloween costumes
Costumes.
is really cute. But I mean, just for go a party and everything, I was thinking about it like three, four times, because yeah, I'm not like I'm more Christmas, and yeah, this week Christmas is start officially in Colombia. Obviously, in our house it's already started because we got a Christmas tree
Got
in
the
front of
tree out.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, you guys. So everything. Also, yeah, it's so sad what's happening around the world in South Korea. It's really sad what's going
Yeah,
on.
keep South Korea in prayer.
Exactly. Yeah. It's really sad. But yeah, just rest in peace, all those beautiful souls.
Mhm.
And yeah, what else we can say?
Amen.
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 Yeah.
Prayers for their families. You guys knew that, like in South Korea, they had a big party, a block party.
Mhm.
That's the crazy part. It was a block party, but the block was so narrow. I know many of you have already seen it in the news. The block party was so narrow
Mhm.
that people just started panicking, anxiety kicked in, and
Exactly.
hundreds of, over 100 lives were lost
Mm-hmm.
in this particular party this
Yeah,
weekend.
100, 180. And that's we have this conversation with Dre. Only we're going to start with the topic uh in a minute, but yeah, that's one of the things that I can't we for example, me personally, I can't deal with it. Even before my therapy, I can't be around with too much people. I feel like that's what Andrea, I mean, I'm going into panic immediately. That's why you didn't see me in Petronio Alvarez, the festival that we have here, in the middle of the people. I don't like to be in the middle of the people.
Yeah,
I
in the
feel
crowd.
like that my air is missing. I'm going to panic immediately. So no, if we're going to concerts or something that is out too much people, we always make sure to be up front, or have a table. And doesn't matter or we sit down, we have a space. And you always see, always make sure like, okay, what is the six? For example, if a earthquake, an earthquake, that
Earthquake.
is really typical in Colombia. So what's the where I can go? Because yeah, personally, I don't like it, and I completely understand the situation of the people in Korea, and obviously they went to panic immediately, and most of the people die because they have heart attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Wow. That's crazy. That's
it
so
is.
sad how those people died. But on a better note, once again, we're going to be talking about the topic of your checklist that you plan on leaving the United States, you plan on leaving UK, you plan on leaving Canada, and you're going to another country, my new life. You're excited. You've heard about this country, or you've already visited this country before several times over, and now you're ready to relocate there. But what about the checklist, the things that you need to make sure you take care of before you leave? Let's, for example, the United States.
Yeah.
Because if you don't do this, you're going to be like me, taking several trips back and forth or overpacking. Overpacking. I'll never forget that. I'm at the airport with all these containers, these big giant Walmart containers.
Oh, that's a funny story. But we need to, yeah, it's a funny story that I need to tell you guys what happened. But yeah, this is part of the topic.
Okay,
Cool.
cool.
Okay, yeah, we always got stories behind of that. And obviously, we're going to start in a few seconds the topic. We're going to say hello to the people here.
The shout outs.
Thank you so much, Felicia, to coming here. You know, my mom mentioned Felicia a lot.
That's
She always said, "Oh, I always see a Felicia." That's what she always in our live stream. Always.
yeah, that's good.
Thank you, Anthony. One
Ant-Man Anthony in the
Brown.
building.
Thank you a lot. Victory. Thank you
Yeah,
so
that's
much.
family right there.
That's family. Okay. Terrell Adams. Yeah, thank you a lot. Habla Conmigo TV.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you a lot. Oh, who's here? Kings and Dreams.
Kings in the building. Guys, do us a favor.
Yes, sir.
This tonight we're going to be focusing on also subscribing to Kings and Dreams channel. He's reached his 1,000 subscriber threshold today. Congratulate him in regards to that. Shout out to Kings and Dreams. Got to his 1,000 subscribers. Now he needs our help with getting his 4,000 watch stars.
Oh yeah, of
So
course.
if you guys could not only go to Kings and Dreams, Kings with a Dre, with a Z, Dreams with a Z, and go ahead and subscribe to his channel, but also watch his content. I don't care if you just, I'm gonna tell you something for real. I don't care if you just put it on play and you walk away. Just play the content to help the brother get his 4,000 watchtowers up. I don't care if you start playing it and you go into another room and you cooking chicken wings or whatever, and you just listening to it, whatever it may be, because he does give great content. But at least allow him to be able to get these hours in. According to YouTube, you have to get 4,000 watched hours, and that your girl knows that within a year. So it's easy to be done, especially when you're doing live streams. So let's support Kings and Dreams. Felicia and the other moderators are going to be dropping his channel several times throughout the night. So make sure you guys subscribe. We got 31 people up in here. Make sure that you guys click that like button. We like you. Make sure you like us too.
Yes, sir. Della. That's how we read Della.
Della?
Yes. Hello, fan. Looking forward to these streams. Thank you all.
Yeah, this is one of those live streams you want to have your pen in hand. Because I kid you not.
Stephanie is here. Thank you a lot, Stefano.
Stefano.
It says Stefano. It says Stefano. That's how we pronounce it.
Stefano.
Stefano. Yeah. Please, Andre and Andrea, I might watch the replay. I'm gonna get sleep for work soon.
Yeah, get your rest in.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your donation. Salute to the Professor Gray and Andrea.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
Okay. What's the Arab will most of the what? How can I pronounce this one?
Most of the
Over here.
casualties.
People that died.
Yeah. You know what? They were obviously Halloween. That's so sad. Amos Brown, thank you so much for being here. Wait a second. We're trying to say, make sure your money is right before leaving the States.
Boom.
Yes.
Boom.
Rick is hello from Texas.
Shout out to Texas. Deep in the heart.
Bernard, thank you so much for your donation. You say, hello, where is my bag? My suitcase.
You ready to go?
Used to be my hangout spot, Harwell, Korea. This is the I think it's the barrio. I know it was in Seoul. They think it's the barrio.
Wow.
Yeah. Big Dave's is here.
In the building, representing.
The connector. That's just right. Press play.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just press play. Just let's watch a Kings and Dreams video. Press play. Get the brother.
Yeah. Big Mike said, I left the US in 2019 and I left with enough resources and funds to never come back unless for family holiday and reunion.
That's it.
I love living I love living abroad.
Abroad, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Kiss is on live stream right now. Oh my god. Can I say hello, Andre? I need advice to make money in order to leave the matrix for good. What are the best ways to feel to make money?
Easy. Either you have property or something in the United States in which you're
It's the
already
best
making
thing.
money,
It's the best thing.
whether it be an Airbnb piece of property or whether it be a piece of property that uh, you're renting out on a monthly basis. But let's
Oh.
say you're a dude, I ain't got no property. I don't have it like that. My money ain't strong like that. You know, I'm
Mm-hmm.
just a regular everyday $50,000 K a
Fitty.
year guy. Yeah, 50.
A fitty. So,
50,000 a
fitty.
year guy. How do you make money on you? Next step is online.
Mm-hmm.
Either you're going to get your online job. Amazon is always hiring. There's a bunch of companies that are always hiring, from U-Haul to whoever is always hiring for international online customer service. Now, as an American, I'm about to get move out of the way for a second, babe.
What?
The comment.
Okay.
As an American, I'm about to give you a quick tip. You might think, well, wait a minute, if I'm working customer service and they're paying me like $15, $20 an hour, man, I can't make it. Yes, you cannot make it in the States on $15, $20 an hour. Got you. We ain't talking about the States, right? Remember, your $15 an hour
Mm-hmm.
of US dollars is multiplied now by 5. So your $15 an hour is multiplied to $75 an hour. You see where I'm going with that? Is that 75 or 45? 60? You get my point. I'm thinking about $25. I'm thinking about, well, I'm gonna be right. But my point is that your money is multiplied by 5. And a lot of people who want to relocate make the mistake of thinking, well, I need 300,000 in the bank. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I keep telling y'all the truth. I came here with 20,000. I
Mm.
saved up $20,000 over a couple of years. I didn't know where I wanted to go, and I had no plans on. Let's put it like this: my scenario wasn't like I had planned throughout 10 years. I'm going to leave the United States. No, once I made up my mind, I went on monk mode and I started saving. And then I said, okay, let me give me a little something, a little job online, do some contract work. Let me get $20,000. And I already built businesses before in the States. I said, so I'll build an online business once we leave, once we get to another country. So, and before we go any further, go to flippa.com. We're going to do a video on this one. Flippa is FIPPLA, flippa.com. Did I say FI? FIL. That's it. FILIPPA, flippa.com. It is the world's largest place where people buy and sell legitimate, successful online businesses that are already doing great. You can buy your online business starting from 500 to 5,000 to 50 to $250,000 online business that's been successful, and you get all the paperwork and the background of it, and they'll show you how to manage. I mean, it's legit. That's what flipper.com is. It's the marketplace for buying and selling successful. This is not get rich quick scheme websites. These are actual websites, and this is called what I call online real estate. That's what we're into. That's what my goal is for us for 2023, to purchase online real estate that's outside of just what we do with our brand. So that's just a tip, real quick, free tip.
Okay, that's a free tip. Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
You need water?
I'm good.
You speak so much.
All right. Thank you very much.
Be my say, Andre, I see you go yourself a Pocahontas.
I know, right?
Okay, this is the link, you guys, for Kings and Dreams YouTube channel.
Make sure you subscribe.
Thank you, Ransom, for being here. Thank you so much, Global Security,
Thank
for
you
your
very much.
donation. Hey,
Sponsoring.
Andre and Andrea, I've been waiting for this one. I got my what? Ah, my pen. I tell my plan.
This is going to be a
Okay.
really
And
informative.
Pat, ready.
Yeah,
Hopefully
yeah.
see you in November.
All right. Oh yeah, we look forward to see you in November as well. Thank you for the super chat. That's going towards the new microphones and all the new studio equipment. We're really for 2023. We're excited. New camera setup. Everything's going to be like state of the art. So after 4 years of doing this, we really want to go to the next level of our content.
Go Hitman. Thank you so much. Thank you a lot, you guys, for your time. Okay, there we go. So we don't have any more. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna start with the topic right
All
now.
right, we're about to go down the checklist, guys. The checklist of what you need or what you should have before leaving the United States. Now, before Andre gets to that list, we're going to have a bonus number one, and somebody already mentioned it. Have your money or your money expectations or your online job or whatever it is in order. Whatever you're going to do to generate money, have that in order. A lot of expats have to go back home because they didn't have their money in order or overspent.
Overspend.
One of the things that Andre and I always say, being a tourist is different from being an expat. Tourist,
Obviously.
you are set up to blow the money. I saved $2,000.
Yeah,
I'm
your
about to
money.
blow it.
Yeah.
You saved it. But when you're an expat, you
We
can't think like that.
Exactly. Yeah, that's so true. And the idea is, my bad, is if you are expat because you don't want to go back to your home country and live over there. So you need to put that in order and just like I think it comes with organize your thoughts
Mhm.
and be mental and prepare for that you're gonna live outside.
And this
Yes.
also goes for you guys that already have money, especially my ex-military
Mhm.
brothers and sisters, that you already have money. You got that regular pension coming in, and you're like, okay, I'm good. That doesn't give you the right to just blow your money in countries where the cost of living is less than 5% less than is 5 times lower,
Mhm.
like 25 to 20% of what you would pay for that same apartment or that same car or those same clothes or those same foods in the United States. My point is this: if you are ex-military, I'm just using guys for example, or person on Social Security, if you're not blowing your money on unnecessary foolish things in the States, don't come here and blow your money on unnecessary foolish things here.
Mhm.
Use that extra money now that you're not paying $2,000 a month for that apartment. You're paying $200 a month for that apartment. Use that other $1,800 wisely. Even though you may have money stacked, you may be a person, I got 300,000 put to the side, I got 500,000, 2 million. Still be wise with your money outside of the United States, even though it's more cost effective when it comes to living in some of these countries.
Exactly. And another thing, you guys, I know that for you guys is the inflation in South, because I'm talking about South America, also Central America. But another thing is every country in Latin America, we having inflation. So Colombia is expensive. Peru is expensive. I know for you guys, like it's not affecting me, but just take that on consideration that every Chile is got inflation too. So every country in South America, we have inflation issues right now. Just that part too, because sometimes expats come and living here and they start to like, okay, I don't have enough money, and I don't have this, and I don't have that. And this is a comment that Lorenzo, what he's saying here. A buddy of mine is an expat living in Lima, Peru, and I have had to send him money every month.
Yeah. And there's the irony of it. When you have to send money to somebody in another country, that the cost of living for you using US dollars is 3 times as much lower, or 5 times as much if you're in Colombia, it's lower. That person is overspending. There is almost like when we call in the States emotional shopping, when you see something that says 70% sale, and then you like, oh, I'll buy that. when normally you wouldn't buy it if it wasn't that 70%. So now you're buying that shirt, not because you necessarily want it or those shoes, but because, hey, those are good shoes, 70% off. That's what that is when people come here to South America. They're emotionally spending. They're thinking like, oh man, I could blow this, I could have this, or I could. And the next thing you know, you pop bottles at so many clubs, you've taken so many people out on hangout and on dates. And the next thing you know, you're calling your friends back home like, bruh, could you do me a favor? Can you throw me a couple $100 until my pension check comes in next month, or till my my Social Security check comes in? You guys are the number ones who have constant flow of income coming in. Should not have to worry about overspending. If you're, I'm going to be honest with you, and Andrew can attest to this. If you are spending outside of entertainment, if you're spending more than $1,500 to $2,000 a month in most countries in South America, you're spending way too much money. There is no way in the world you're spending $1,500 a month on electricity, water, food, and your shelter.
But that's one thing that I say, babe. Remember that the cost of living in Colombia is way too different than the cost of living in Chile, in Argentina, in Venezuela, for
That's why
example.
I said up to 200.
So exactly, because in Uruguay, I mean, I don't have the order how much is the minimum salary in those countries, but yeah, that's when I talk about the inflation. So obviously, for example, you can live perfectly in Colombia with $1,000, for example.
Easy.
But in Chile, you need more money because Chile is more expensive than Colombia. Just starting from there. But yeah, what Andrew say is, for example, if you're gonna spend $5,000, that is a really good number to say. $5,000 in South America, that's too much money. Way too much money.
Somebody asked me the other day. They texted me and said, "Dre, if I make $4,000 a month, not make, but if I spend $4,000 a month in Colombia, is that too much?" And I was like, "That's way too much. You're overspending.
16 millions.
Yeah, that's even with your entertainment. You're
16
way
million.
over. We're two people. We're two. You're just one. Many of you are just one. And if you're overspending, we're not spending that much every month.
No, just let's say we're gonna say a number. We spend together around what to me pronounce the numbers 1,500, 1,600 because and that is the rent, the car payment, or credit cards, insurance, medical, and we just
phone services.
So.
And we're not even at $1,500 a month, and we're not penny pinching. It's not like we're over here starving.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So we're bringing in decent money. Like I said, I came here with 20,000. We make way more than that. So but that doesn't mean that we got to blow everything that we have.
Exactly. Passport say I'm gonna read this comment, and we're gonna start right now.
Okay.
Is 20,000 enough to start living over there? Yeah, it is. But that's what we said. It's just put everything in order, do a list. How much is my rent? How much to have everything organized per month. Okay, we're gonna start with the topic right now. The checklist before leaving the States.
Go ahead and do the super chats, baby. There's a few super chats.
I know there's a few super chats. I'm gonna do it after the first one. Thank you, Alexis, for your donation, for your super chat. Wait a second. Renan, thank you a lot for your donation. I'm gonna read all these comments in a second. Okay, I think. Yeah, that's it. Okay. That's it. Okay.
So you want to read it? Or you want to wait?
No, I'm going to wait.
Okay.
Until
cool.
the number.
So we're going to come back to your super chat.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The next thing on the list is.
Okay.
I'll let you go back.
Go by what?
You're scrolling. You are where you want to be?
Yeah, here. I was here. Okay.
Cool.
So the number one, research, right?
Yes.
Your destination.
Research where you're going. Now, as we mentioned before, Andrew and I continue to say this. Researching as a tourist is different from researching as an expat, as a person that's going to be living in these countries. I promise you, When you're a tourist, you try to find out where the party at, where the mountaintops are. You trying to find out where the fun is, your enjoyment, where the tourist spaces are. When you are an expat, you could care less about the clubs because you're gonna
No,
find out
you don't
anyway.
listen too much.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're gonna find out. You want to find out where the grocery stores are, not just the restaurants.
exactly.
You're gonna find out where the restaurants are because you live in that new location. So you want to make sure you do research before you even go to that location. What, in other words, if you're a guy that's over 50 or a lady that's over 50, like I am, you want to make sure that this location got decent hospitals. It got decent dentistry. You do not want to live in a country and you know that they do not have some of the top-notch hospitals. So you want to make sure that you research that.
That's true.
Also, transportation. If you know that this country does not have any Uber or train system or subway system, some way to get around, you might want to ask yourself, do I want to live there? So remember, research these locations. Do these locations, what about the in regards to race relations? Do you want to go to a country where you find yourself feeling uncomfortable because of your melanin in your skin? You want to, now we know that it's a form of cultural and classism and racism to one extent or another extent in any country that you go to. Doesn't matter what about your color. It could be just because you're not from there that people act funny style. We understand that. But when it comes to doing your research, that's why we always have the consultations for you guys, because consultations, we give you thorough details about South America and especially Colombia and or Brazil, because we have done hours of, you guys don't know how much homework we do behind the scenes of not only online, but reaching out to people in these locations, getting the updated information. So when we do a consultation with you, it's not some off the wall stuff. And we don't do consultation, we don't do homework about, let's say, Brazil. I don't do homework with guys that visit Brazil. I do homework with guys that actually have lived in Brazil.
Exactly.
Because once again, a tourist that knows Brazil is completely different from a person that lives in Rio or Sao Paulo or any of the other areas.
So what?
Sao Paulo? I said
Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo?
Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo.
Like Paola?
Paola?
Paulo.
Paulo.
You say palo. Palo is a stick.
Paulo.
Sao Paulo.
Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Right? Next door. Okay? Next door to Rio. But
yeah.
Well, not necessarily next door, but you get my point. My point is that when we do the consultations, we don't just look at things from the perspective of tourism. If you're an expat, we look at you as a person that wants to relocate down here and give you the up-to-date information, whether it be things that you agree with or disagree with, but at least you know that you get the truth. So remember, do your diligence and research this country. Is it number one in this? Is it number one in that? Is it the top 10 as far as crime? Or is it because you don't want to go to a country where every time you turn around, it's crime, 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 crime. I wouldn't be here in South America if it was like that. I wouldn't be in Colombia if we couldn't even walk outside. I've never put myself in a situation or put myself in a location where statistically I can get got. Like Andrea be on me. We live in a great neighborhood. Even Andrea be on me. She'll be like, okay, Andre, don't be standing outside in front of our apartment building on your cell phone doing your fantasy football. And she always got to remind me, always. But I'm not as bad as I was before. Let's put it like that. But she's absolutely correct. She don't give papaya. Don't put myself in a situation like that.
I mean, I think the best way to research your destination is visit it. Visit the country. If you feel, for example, you come in here once in Cali, for example, you like Cali. Okay, let me get more about Cali. What about if I go to Barranquilla? What about if I don't like Barranquilla because it's too hot. It's really hot. Let me go to Armenia. Let me go to, so you start to visit all the cities and see how is everything and if it's convenient for you, how is the transportation, because very important the transportation part, and how is the city, how you feel in that city. Because there's a lot of people coming here. Yeah, I want to live in Colombia. They go to Bogota and say, okay, wait a second, Bogota is too, it's crazy. It's the capital. It's cold.
Big
People is
city.
cold.
Mhm.
Exactly. Big city. Transportation is wet.
Mhm.
So yeah, so a lot, no, I don't like Colombia. You just spend your time in Bogota, or you go to Medellin. I like Medellin, but it's too wide for me. It's too party for me. That's what I said. Go visit different cities and see what is the best for you.
That's a
Or they
good
come
point.
in here because they're super spoiled in Medellin with all the clubs and chicks and everything. Then they come in here and Cali is not like that. So I'm born in Cali. Cali is not a wild
That's a good
city.
point.
It's not. Yeah, they all spoiled from Medellin and Cartagena. That they come here and we don't have that. Where you got what the guys want, all the chicks and white parties. No,
Yeah,
we don't.
that's true.
No.
That's true. But that's one of the reasons why I came to Cali, because it's not Medellin. It is not.
Yeah.
I mean, we have our fun. You go to clubs, you party, you got great restaurants, but it's not just automatic wild, wild, wild party, party, party like Medellin in certain areas.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I'm going to start with the comments right now. Okay. The poor in the U.S. has Colombia.
True.
Okay. Wait a second. Let me go under and Andrea. Denise, thank you a lot for being here. Okay, Ransom say, I tell him that the way to do the expat thing is make your money here in the matrix, the rental property or social security or pension, then go to Peru or someplace where Americans goes farther,
Yeah, that's
farther,
true. The
farther.
American dollar goes further.
Uh,
Absolutely correct.
yeah. And they say I spend 500 maximum, I think, in Brazil.
Good. A budget. That's how you
Okay, a
do it.
budget. Okay, good. Now I'm gonna read this one. Unfortunately, many people can be okay at home with money, but when they deal with foreign currency in other rights, the budget brains, they see the local money like monopoly money.
I was going to say that, Vern. I'm glad that you
Think
said that.
first.
I'm glad you said that. America is one of the few countries in the world that the money is only one color. Most people don't realize this. America is one of the few countries in the world the money is only one color. And the only time we ever see money in the United States that's different color, shout out to my brother, that's a different color, is monopoly money. That's the only time Americans see money that's a different color. So when we get to the rest of the world and we see that they have money of different color, we subconsciously treat it like it's monopoly money, like it's not real money, like it's play money. And so we take it for granted easily. Like I said, once again, that emotional buying, 70% off. Wait a minute, I get to go to Colombia and this meal is 70% off, or this drink is 70% off. Notice this. Some people come to Colombia and they drink more here than they did in the United States because it's cheaper here.
Mhm.
A beer is like 87 cents. With the United States, you can get a beer at a spot. It could be two, three, four, $10, depending on if you go to a sporting event. So you find yourself drinking more here, or you find yourself eating more here because, wait a minute, this breakfast was only $4, this whole meal. And so you make the mistake of overspending. So he's absolutely correct. Do not treat other countries' money like it's monopoly money, because you will burn through your wallet.
Mhm. There is a black American dude who lives in Medellin, and he believes that you need a 6,000 minimum US to live in the US. Is that right, how I said?
You say,
He believes you need 6,000 minimum USD to live in the
to live in the
US.
U.S. 6,000?
To live in the US.
I know, but I'm trying to think. Let me see if you, hey guys, let us know if you agree with that. Do you need 6,000 a month to live in the U.S.? I mean, that's
That's money.
that's a nice little chunk of change. If you spend $6,000 a month in the U.S., you got you a really nice place or a really nice car or a really nice. You live in a really nice area. I can see that, but statistically, the average American is not spending $6,000 a month to live in America.
How American is right now with inflation. Even in New York, they're protesting because the rent is so expensive.
That's true.
For one little space
That's
in
true.
New York. In New York.
Honestly, I got to do it in New York. How much I pay for the little box apartments?
And rats too. And my grandma said, yeah, that's right. They're walking around. They just climb the walls. It's disgusting. That's what my grandma
Talk about
said.
the rats in New York.
It's this, you walk away and there's just bunch of rats. It's disgusting. Say grandma. I mean,
And you know what's so funny? That's how grandmother talked.
yeah, my grandma talk. Yeah, I got her audio here.
Oh,
That
that's
is
funny.
so funny.
That's funny. The rats just walk around and just climb the wall.
No, they were doing like a sanitary something.
Sanitation.
Sanitation with the apartments owners, with restaurant owners, because it's collapsed the city with full of rats. That's disgusting.
Like France.
Paris is like that
Paris
too.
is
So
like
that a lot of people say, and the comments say, New York is Paris right now. The rent obviously is expensive, like in Paris,
Like Paris.
and they got rats everywhere.
Like Paris.
Like Paris, and people give food to the rats in in Paris. That is disgusting. We know, guacale. Okay, Estefano, thank you so much for your donation.
Thank you, brother.
This is exactly what I'm doing right now. As much research as possible. Can't make moves on a blind fate.
That's true.
Okay. Let me go to the comments. Bill Luck is here. Thank you, Allah. Bill Luck, for being here.
Detroit 313. Hey, guess what? They are finally going to build the statue of Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders is going to be the first NFL player to have a statue built in front of the football stadium. Barry Sanders is a football player in the States.
I thought it was
Bernie
Bernie Sanders.
Not Bernie. Shout out to Bernie. But Barry is going to get his statue in front of Forest Field in downtown Detroit. Kings and Dreams. Shout out to Kings and Dreams. Make sure you get subscribed to Kings and Dreams tonight, guys. Make sure you watch one of his videos. But Kings and Dreams sent me the headline for that Barry. So I'm very, very proud to see that Barry Sanders will be the first African American football player that has a statue in front of the stadium of the major sports team. You got basketball players that have that, but no football team has that.
Blabba Design, thank you a lot for your donation. He said, I'm late, but it's still great. Big Trucker is in the building. Shout out to you and Andrea in the chat. Of the road with bourbon in hand.
You got the bourbon in hand. I ain't mad at you, brother.
What's that?
I love us a drink. I love us
okay.
bourbon.
This is another thing. Great save. Most people don't make $6,000 a month salary in the U.S.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So when the guy said that, I'm like,
what type of part of U.S. are you talking about? Starting from there.
that's $72,000 a year. The average person doesn't make $72,000 a year.
Exactly.
Before taxes.
Okay. Cortez Smith say only 15% of American people make $6,000 a month. If you make that money, you need to have like 3 jobs. Okay, that's what I said. Global Security say living in LA. I completely agree with that. They say what part of the states? Exactly.
Yeah,
he said depends where you live in New York or LA or Miami. Yes, in Ohio, Oregon, Texas, no 4,000 USD and you're good. Yeah, depends what part. Yeah, obviously.
That's a good point.
Yeah, he says 6,000 is expensive, but depends what city you can survive of 4,000. That's pretty close. Rent in most areas are about 2,000, and utilities can be another 1,000. Not mention the groceries and entertainment. That's a lot of money.
That doesn't include your car note, your cell phone. Yeah.
Your cell phone, your dress, or you going hanging out. That's a lot of money.
Miscellaneous spending, your cologne collection, purse collection.
I'm glad that I'm leaving Colombia and I can have any purse that I want. So yeah.
Hey guys, I have to admit I am glad that we're in Colombia too,
Seriously.
paying purse collection prices
Yeah.
instead of U.S. prices for the same purse. So, yeah,
No, yeah, I
yeah,
always get the best deals on everything.
yeah, she does.
Everything. Always I get
She
the best
does.
deals.
She
Yeah.
has an excellent watch collection. Andrea, for those of you that don't know, and if you've met Andrea before, Andrea wears men's watches.
Oh yeah, I love that.
So she wears so on her arm it's like a nice size. It's not the super large men's watches,
Mhm.
but that's a part of her fashion, part of her style. So she's got
Mhm.
her collection is really nice. I got a nice Invicta collection, but she has a really nice collection of watches.
For example, you guys, I always wanted Michael Kors watch since I was like, I don't know, 12 years old because a big watch is even for Dre because a big watch. And okay, short story. And I always want that watch. And I told Dre, for Christmas, I want that watch. And I've been looking the prices. The prices $180. Right now it's $241.
USD.
USD. So like, because here in Colombia it's really hard to find it. When I sell on my page, because I got a page when I sell clothes, purses, and everything, and you buy stuff too, I saw the watch. I would leave second, how is second hand?
Second hand.
Yeah, just a little bit scratched, but not too. I mean, it's just perfect. And for it was for $40. It was $40. Now calculate
Really,
$40.
really good
The
condition.
same watch, original. I don't care if it's second hand. I bought the watch, and yeah, perfectly worth. So I mean, spending $241. I spent just $40 for the watch that I always wanted.
And
But
we
yeah,
took it to the we have a watch repair
Mhm.
cleaning shop right around the corner.
Mhm.
That's why I love being out north.
We need to get
Everything's
you
a
a
walking
watch.
distance. Yeah. So if anything, I need a new watch band, or I need, or if one of the hands have fallen, just take it around there. They take care of it. Excellent people. Excellent. Take care of your watch. And so what ends up happening is,
The
what's up, D? We were hanging out with D last night, and so what ended up happening is Andre took the watch there. They put a whole new face on it. I mean, they gave her this watch back. It was brand new, beautiful, shine, just
exactly.
wonderful. I mean, it was great before, but brand new face on it, just
Mhm.
excellent, excellent
Exactly.
work.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, we're gonna talking about medical and everything in 1 second. I
Yeah,
know
that's
that he
part of
makes
it.
his
Yeah.
comment. Okay, we're going to the number 2.
Make sure you hit all the super chats.
No, I already did, babe.
You did? Okay.
Yeah, I already
Okay,
did.
cool.
Yeah.
Número dos or número tres.
Número 2. Documentary, no, documentaries.
Documents.
Documents. Documents and visas.
Remember,
Really important.
guys, one of the mistakes that I made when I first came down here, forgot to bring my birth certificate, forgot to bring this, forgot to bring documentations. There's also a form for, and I didn't even know this existed. It's called the Affidavit of Singleness. It is your international proof. You can get it in any city county building in your city. You just go down and ask for, can I get a copy of my affidavit of singleness? I kid you not. Most of us don't even know this is. This is proof to the world that you are a single person, that you are not married in the United States and then get married in Colombia and then get married in Brazil. That's illegal on a global perspective. You can't do that. There are treaties that a lot of these countries
Mhm.
have. And so what ended up happening is you want to bring a copy of that with you to prove that you're single
En español.
in Espanol or whatever language of the country that you're going to, such as
Mhm.
Brazil and Portuguese. Why? I don't plan on getting married. You might not plan on getting married today. You might meet somebody 10, 15 years down the line.
But baby, they got that. Those documents have a temporary time. Your
Ah,
birth certificate got 3 months to use it here. That's the part. Your singles documentation
oh, I
is
see what
three
you're
months.
saying.
Exactly. Mine is 1 month. So, for example, I get my copy or my birth certificate. So, if I'm gonna use it, it's gonna be under 1 month. That's the part. That's why when you came here in November, we have to make sure like get married right away because it just got a timer. If it expires, you need to back to the U.S. and
get another copy.
Exactly. So and translate and then it's stamped. That's the part.
Ah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they
But
always
you
put
still
the
want to. You still want it. Now that's we're talking about for marriage.
out from
But
marriage.
if it's just for in general, you want to have a copy of birth certificate.
Yeah.
just for you in general.
Mm-hmm.
You want to have a copy of your medical records, guys. If you got any, if you're
Very
diabetic or if you're a
important.
person that has special, medical needs, bring a copy of that. If you have X, I give you a perfect example. I have one, and Andre doesn't even know this. I have one CD, which nobody uses CD. I need to find a way to transfer over. But my knee surgery, a lot of you guys don't know that I have a titanium knee. I had my knee replaced in about 15, 20 years ago. So anytime that they need the medical records, I have a copy of the what my knee is like in my last exams and all those things. If you're a person that has contact lenses, do you or wears contacts? Do you have a copy of your medical so they can sit back and say, okay, this is what your last lenses were like. Let's see if we can enhance those.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna jump this one because we're gonna talk now that we're talking about this. So the number three is health.
Yes,
Like,
health.
so we continue with the same thing, but yeah, I mean, that's one of the things that Dre got up for mistake. I mean, when we start to go to the doctor, get exams and everything, Dre didn't have like a record. You didn't have like a record to say, "Hey, I got this," or, to because doctors always ask, "So what is the paperwork? What
The
is it?"
history, yeah.
So we don't know any of that. So restart all over again. When we move to Europe, I'm gonna take all my paperwork, of course,
Good.
and take it over there because that's my how to say this? History
History.
record, what pills he got, what examinations, surgeries, everything, because yeah, that's really important when you start to relocate in another country.
Like I didn't know that I had high blood pressure until and I knew like Jeffrey Ghostface Taylor, he takes meds for high blood pressure, but I didn't know that it came over to me too. I knew it ran in families, but it came my way too. I found out about that here. So now when we moved to Europe, we had listen, your girl got a dictionary of paperwork on your boy.
I can take it with me because you know that.
Andrea keep me in front of somebody's doctor. Ain't nothing wrong with your boy, but she keep me in front of him. I'm constantly like, well, baby, we got a medical appointment for this. I made you an appointment for
This
that.
month we
And then
got
you
2
need to
appointments.
Now make sure you do this. Make sure you do
Blood
that.
test.
And the doctor said, make sure. I'm like, I'll tell somebody the other day. Andrea takes me to so many doctors that one doctor said, oh, that's my brother. The other doctor on the other side of the city.
No, everything happens with Dre. I'm on top. I'm on top of everything. But I have okay. Let's go to the doctor. Okay, let's go to yeah. I mean, seriously.
And that goes back to say, make sure that you have. We're going to be talking about this in the up and coming weeks about the top 10 one for 2022, 2023. The top 10 international medical and life insurance. The top 10 international and medical life insurance policies that you can get, that you can take before you're just visiting here. So you don't have your cellular or your ID, in other words, to be able to pay for Colombian insurance. So how do you have medical insurance? There are international insurance policies that you can pay for by the month, by the year. They're not expensive. They tell you the details of what they cover. Now, remember this, guys, while we're talking about medical real quick. Your travel insurance that even covers your medical needs is not the same as your health insurance, which is kind of like, in other words, the Colombian version or the international version of Blue Cross Blue Shield. Like we know Blue Cross Blue Shield is completely different from somebody getting a travel insurance to be traveling to protect their bags or protect their health while they're traveling. That's travel insurance. We're talking about your medical insurance. I'm also talking about your life insurance. If you move into another country, make sure before, I wish I had done this, make sure, well, I have one, but make sure you get the best life insurance policy that you can afford right now while you're in the States. I have a decent life insurance policy in the States, but I wish I had got one of the top ones because I could afford it. One of the top ones before I left the States. Why am I saying this? This is very important, guys. I found out about this. If you get the policy while you're on the United States land with the United States address while you're still there, the life insurance policy that you want is covered no matter where you live in the world. Since I'm not in the States, I'm not actually in the States, I would have to go back to the States to actually stay there for a week or two, get the policy.
Stay a month.
No, that's not happening. I'll be in Canada. I'll be a week in the United States. So
my baby a week. That's hard for me.
That's hard for me. So remember this, guys. Whatever life insurance policy that you want to get, or that I don't care if it's a small one, I don't care if it's a major one, get it while you are in the States. I'm telling you, it will benefit you a lot more than, once again, like the headache I went through. I wish I knew this before, of having to go back to the States just to sign the policy while on the United States land with a U.S. address, then have to fly all the way back over here because of that.
Exactly. Okay, thanks, Dada, for your donation. Thank you a lot. Stefano say, I knew it. Andrew Spence is an Iron Man.
Because of her.
Yeah. Chapapa TV, thank you so much for being here. And also do everything humanly possible to not go back.
Yes, that's another tip.
You you have no idea what we're talking about. We got a little issue. So Andrew say, so I might need to go to the States. Andrew was like,
it was only like for one day. I was like, man, I gotta fly back to the States.
And I said, so I go into the morning and then I can come back in the evening. I said, babe, stay for no, I'm not gonna stay. It was so funny. Andrew like, the worst thing that can happen, I need to go back to the States.
I was like, okay, I'll fly to Miami, take care of what I need to take care of. Then I'll fly on back that night.
Poor my thing.
Yeah, I think I'm playing.
Okay, is that time? Thank you so much for your donation. Remember that Colombia is with double O. Do Colombia hopes accept a foreign medical program?
Yeah, and that's what we're talking about. Yes, that's why you need to have international accepted medical insurance. Absolutely. Great question. And that's why we're going to be hitting that topic over the next few weeks. I already got everything set up. I'm going to have the links. So you guys, if you want to get this insurance, these medical insurances, I want to have a link for you guys and everything. So make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure you click the like button, because we're going to be talking about this topic, because I wish somebody had mentioned international medical insurance to me before.
Yeah,
no matter where I go. Go ahead.
Yeah, another thing, you guys, is when it comes to health, that what Andrew say, make sure to reach out the type or the quality of hospital that they have. Something's going on with you, an emergency, the emergency room, the quality of the building, how is the hospital over there in the country. If you need a surgery, that they have the equipment to do that. Thanks God, Colombia is one of the countries where they have the best medical service, and we got a great hospital here. Thanks God, in Cali, we come with really 2-3 big hospital things. We got super close to one. In South, we got 2. So it's really cool, and we got labs around. So if Andrew needs blood tests, we got 1, 2, 3 important labs. Exactly. So it's really, really important that you guys, because you never know. You fall down for, I don't know, an accident. You have an accident. The city that you are, they don't have the equipment to do a surgery. So that's really important that you need to thinking about it when it comes to healthcare and everything. Yeah, medical health.
That's one of the reasons why Andrea and I kind of like, even though we like the smaller towns of Manizales and Pareda, Armenia.
It's a city, not a town.
It's a city. It's the cities of these cities. But at the end of the day, we kind of like want to make sure that we were in locations that had some of the best hospitals. So that's why we kind of like continue to focus on Cali.
Exactly. Okay, Victoria say, is military retirement healthcare is acceptable? I don't know.
You know what? I don't know.
We don't know.
That's a good
military
question.
But we know that it's in case that something happened with military, they got priority.
Mhm.
and the U.S. Embassy and the website, every city, Bogota, Medellin, Cali, got hospitals in case they something's going on with you guys, with you too, and you don't have medical insurance here, you can go to those hospitals because they're allowed by the U.S. Embassy to attend any emergency.
Yeah, I want to. It's kind of funny that you would mention that, Victory.
Mm.
I actually want to do an episode on some of the benefits that are already here in Colombia for ex-military.
Mhm.
You guys have some things here in programs here and groups here and benefits here that you don't know about that are already in South America. And so I want to do a video on that. So we're going to be doing a lot of informative videos over the next few weeks, guys.
Mhm. Elvis Garcia de Jesus. He say, "Hello, Andrea. Hello to you. When you go back to Santo Domingo, I hope the sooner. I hope the sooner.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. To taste those arepas."
oh yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Alexis say, "How much is an apartment there if you go to buy it one in cash in Cali? Depends the zone, but here is around one. It depends the zone. That's what it said. Around 600 millions, 600 millions of pesos, 1,000 millions. Around how much is that in
So that would be
USD?
like in our area, Zone 5, if you're looking to buy a really nice apartment,
But the
you're
most
spending
expensive here.
between, I would easily say, I would say 60 to 150K for a nice apartment. And if you're looking for an apartment like this, my apartment for L, not just the Airbnb, this would you would block that.
Yeah, I know. Let me see.
You would actually be able to get one for 150 to 250.
Mhm.
But I'm talking about these are laid out. You think Scarface lived in these apartments? Really, really state of art. The views are crazy. The just everything is just top notch. Everything.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
on average, but remember, this is not the tourist town tourist city of Cartagena where you can get one for $35,000-$40,000 one
More.
bedroom.
In Cartagena, they
in
were
Cartagena.
more
No.
expensive.
I know some guys that actually just recently bought some.
But in what area? That's what I'm talking about. In
Oh,
what area?
right off the beach area.
The beach area? In Fort Lauderdale?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I know a couple guys
I
just
thought about
recently,
it.
like $35,000, $40,000, $50,000. And we actually did a live stream, and we went on the website looking at Cartagena. We went through all throughout Colombia.
Okay.
on a
Because
Saturday
here,
night, on a Friday
no,
night.
here is impossible.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
impossible. Here, apartment, really nice apartment, 1,000 millions pesos. I'm talking about 1,000, 1,002. In this area, in north is more expensive. West is more expensive. South is not too expensive because they start to building more apartments. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay,
Go ahead.
wait a second. I say, Andra, is the tree care, what is tree care? Medical accepted in Colombia. Once again, Colombia is with double O.
I don't know. You're gonna have to research and reach
Yeah,
out
don't
to
know.
that one because there are so many. But that's why we're narrowed it down to the top ones for 2022, 2023. They've been ranked. They're very detailed with the information that they give on what these particular policies offer. So when it comes to your local insurance policy, you may have to life insurance policy or not life insurance, sorry, medical insurance policy. You may have to reach out to them to see if they have an international version or does the one that you already have, can it be used internationally?
Okay, the next one. Housing in schools.
Housing in schools, guys, realize like some of you guys may have kids and you may bring like because I've known families that have moved over here and they've had to consider the area of town that have the best housing as well as the schools. When it comes to you guys, like we were just talking about housing, are you looking to purchase or are you looking to just rent a place and then decide on the area? What Andrea and I suggest, just like she suggested, a part of your research, go see different cities, and then you can realize what city is best for you. It's the same thing. Some of you guys will be like, I'm moving to Cali. I'm going to be happy. I ain't going nowhere else. And then all of a sudden, you move to Barrington Kia. and you are so happy. Life is so great, and nobody can tell you anything. So, what we recommend is this: rent a place in a particular city. Get to know that city, because even if you like the city, you need to make sure that the place that you're renting is on the side of town that helps you out, that benefits you most.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you can rent it, like Andre would say, you come here to Cali, you got your little girlfriend, she on the south side of town. South side is nice, but everything is spread out. You
Spread
need an
out.
Uber to get to the grocery store. You and your little girlfriend, y'all break up because you met somebody better than her, but she live on the north side. Well, we've been telling you for the whole time, you need to be living on the north side of Cali. Why? Everything is at walking distance. But you want to listen to your little girlfriend and move on the south side. Now you're on the south side. Now you wish you're like, man, I should have listened and went to the north side. So even when you move to a city, you need to know what side of the city benefits you way before you consider purchasing in the city. Me, I would not purchase in any country until in South America. I kid you not. I mean this, guys. Here's my tip. I would not purchase in any country in South America until I've visited at least 2 countries in South America, and B, visit at least 3 cities in that country. If you haven't seen at least 3 cities in that country, like here in Colombia, if I hadn't been to Medellin and Cali, Barranquilla, Cartagena, and all of the other regions, the coffee region, then we can sit back and make our decision and say, okay, we're glad we are where we are.
Mm-hmm.
But to sit back and just come to Cali and you ain't been to nowhere else, you might or might not be doing yourself a disservice. Real quick, before Andrea goes to this one. Our friend Carlton's Travels, make sure you subscribe to Carlton's channel. Carlton was in Medellin for 2 years doing YouTube videos. Everybody knew him for YouTube videos. He was going to school there.
Mm-hmm.
Carlton texted me one day. He said, Andre, I'm moving to Cartagena. I was like, what? Cartagena? What do you do? Because you know him for YouTube and Medellin.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden he said, Andre, most people don't know this about me, but I'm an avid fisherman. I'm a sports fisherman. I'm like a professional fisherman.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what? He started giving me a description of his history of him and fishing, from fly fishing to deep sea fishing to he's just, a true sports fisherman. He said, I love Medellin, but it doesn't have the lakes and the ponds and the ocean that I'm used to with fishing. He said, I thought I could be happy. He said, but I've been here in Medellin and I'm really not happy. Moved to Cartagena, and he is the happiest dude. He said, Andre, I get to go out fishing everywhere I want to go, enjoy myself, meeting new people that are into fishing the way that I am. You see how that is? You might think Medellin is your spot like I did and other people did, but then by going to visit other locations and allow yourself to research those for your housing, your home, and your future. Fortunately, he didn't buy a place in Medellin because he rented a place and now he's in Cartagena and he's happy.
Okay, we're gonna back to the question. There are some questions here that is consultation questions. Okay, so ransom question: am I taking the California bar exam in February? Do you know any lawyers, probably immigration attorneys, who have homes in the Matrix in Colombia? And relativity between the two, the two. Oh my God.
Then there was administrations in the Matrix and in Colombia, and gravitated between the two.
No. I mean, you're actually asking a question that could be catered to any career. We have a video called Make America Your Second Home. You can live in the United States 6 months and live outside the United States 6 months. And a lot of people do that. They have their homes and their families and things in the States, not meaning their immediate family, but just, your regular family members. And then they live in Colombia for 6 months. They come here, enjoy life, relax, but then they're taking care of business in the United States. So that, my friend, is up to you
Yes,
in
sir.
regards to that. But So it can go for any career. So people do that.
Like amigo say, how much of the difference is strata 4 and 5? I mean, it's the sum, of course. So obviously, the cost of living in strata 4 is well too different in strata 5. Oh my God, my hi. So even the buying a property over there here is more expensive than strata 4. And obviously for medical service, that's too. Where you live in strata 3, okay, you like us, like us supposed to live in, we're supposed to live in strata 3, but we actually live in strata 5. Yeah, because you overpay.
Yeah, she has
I never changed my address, that's why.
that's what with our medical insurance. We're under the same medical insurance. And so she still has her original health medical insurance, right?
Mhm.
And so well, I'm not about to tell her business on YouTube, but my point is my point is, some people got the hook up. And so, but the difference between
Uh-huh.
living in for me as an expat, the difference between living in zone 4 and zone 5, zone 3 and 4 are for everyday regular people.
Mm-hmm.
Usually you see people in zone 5 or 6, they work out here. They'll come out here in the morning, this area, they'll work at the mall, they'll work at the restaurants. And then you'll see all these people just flood back to zone 3 and zone 4.
Mhm.
Not bad areas, very nice people, but it's congested because that's where regular everyday working people live.
Mhm.
Zone 3, zone 4.
Mhm.
Zone 5 is a little quieter,
Mm-hmm.
not as much traffic after 5 or 6 o'clock because everybody's leaving out of the area. Like I mentioned again, it depends on what side of the city you are. We're just using Colombia, just using Cali as an example. Everything is in walking distance in zone 5. You'll find more better medical clinics around here. You'll find everything from FedEx around here to DHL around here. So a lot of everyday business things that you'll need to just make life a little easier. You find it more in zone 5 than you do in zone 4. Also, I find the uh, uh, zone 5 better grocery stores. Can I
Mm-hmm.
say that?
Yeah.
The grocery stores are not saying that the grocery stores in the other areas are bad. Not saying that. I'm just saying the quality and the amount of big grocery stores. And you won't see in zone 4, for example. You won't see Price Mart in zone 4 or zone 3.
No, they're always located in just two part of the city, and that's it. You need to go. What is the closer for you?
And Price Mart, guys, is their version of Sam's Club. So you won't see Sam's Club in the area where everyday people live, zone 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see it out here, zone 5 or 6.
Okay. Amos, thank you so much for your donation. He said I checked on my life insurance policy 5 months ago, and I go there.
That's
I'm
what's
looking forward the international medical insurance
all
information.
right.
Okay, we got here once again. It's that time. Columbus with double O. I'm gonna seriously burn my
Guys,
eyes when I say
guys,
this again.
yes, guys, Colombians detest when you misspell their name because the country's name because it's as if you don't give a damn. It's as if it's a smack in the face to them.
Mm-hmm.
I kid you not. Remember when we first did our first live stream? Not live stream. We did that podcast on the show Going the Distance. That's our first interview was on somebody's podcast, and they spelled Colombia with a U. And I sent them. Remember I told you guys my friends in the states of Colombia, and I sent them our podcast, and we're so proud. And a couple of my friends were like, "We're not listening to that podcast until they change the title to spell our country correctly." And I had to respect that because I already knew that from talking to Andre and other Colombians that you make sure. And I know you guys are kind of like using the swipe to be able to spell. Make sure you spell Colombia with the 2 O's. There is no U in
Mm-hmm.
Colombia
Mm-hmm.
except for in South Carolina.
Yes, sir. That's why. Yeah. I mean, sorry, but it's burning my eyes to see this. He asked what's the name of the best hospital in Colombia. I think the one of the best is in Medellin, but the three bigger cities Cali, Bogota, Medellin, in Colombia. In Cali, we had the best hospital. In Cali, we have three bigger ones. We got in Banaco, we
Very
got Valle
modern.
de Lili, and we got another one that I forgot. Valle de Lili in Banaco, Occidente. So they attend so many, Occidente is a hospital here, Clínica de Occidente, in North, super close where we are. And they have because they have so many buildings around. They have a building especially for Americans, and they're all in English, especially for cancer treatments, everything when it comes to Americans, people all living here, they go into that building.
Wow. And
Mhm.
I've known guys that have actually come down here from the States
Yeah,
to have cancer treatment
exactly,
because
because
it
it's
wasn't as
cheaper.
expensive in the quality of service. I can say this, guys, in all sincerity. Everything from getting x-rays done to getting the brain scans to
Mhm.
everything. The equipment is just like the United States. I've never felt like it was like, man, we had that equipment in 1979. All the equipment is up to date here, just like it is in the States. So don't feel
Mhm.
like,
No, here they
uh,
got the really high quality equipment.
plus I got one doctor, she really pretty and she's funny too. So
Where?
remember one doctor we
What
remember
doctor?
one doctor we went to that was really funny. And she was making sure that my weight, I kept my weight
Ah,
with
yeah,
her.
the funny doctor.
Yeah, she was funny too. So yeah, you can
Yeah, I
find
was like,
some
what
pretty
doctor?
funny doctors down here as well. So
Yeah.
Andrew was like, "What?
What
What's
doctor that I don't
what
remember
doctor?"
because I was going
Nah,
with
she remembered.
Dre. Okay, yeah, I
Nah,
know what the doctor.
yeah, she's really nice.
Okay, Dada say sorry for the out of the topic question. He said, "What are your views of buying an apartment on Nariño, Pasto?" I mean, seriously, I don't know to be sincere because we haven't spent time over there, so we haven't looked that auction in Pasto, Nariño.
Mhm.
It's a great city, what I can hear, but I mean, I don't know. The best thing is do a research of people that live
Yes.
there. Okay, yeah, because we how can I say a lie? Yeah, go there, but we haven't been there.
Part of your research, guys, is joining these cities' expats groups.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, one thing that's helped me out a lot when I first got here, and Andrew can attest to that. Every Thursday here in Cali, we have an expat group that meets up in different parts of the city, and it's people from around the world. And they're on Facebook, so you can join them. We're going to Portugal. I've joined all the Portugal expat groups. In Medellin's expat group alone is 3,000 people. 3,000 people in one expat group. So you have no problem with being able to reach out to so many people that'll be able to help you out in regards to your transition.
Mhm. You may say, have Colombians heard about the how to make a spell check on the cell phone keyboards, bro? No, I don't understand.
I don't get it either, brother.
Yeah.
Explain that one to us, brother. JW.
Okay, this is funny. The last say, if you can't spell Colombia correctly, you probably shouldn't be traveling. You need to go back to school. Oh my god,
You
you
know what?
guys
There are
shut
times
up.
when I tell that too. I say, if you can't spell the country, you don't need to be going to the country. Now, don't get me wrong. I can't spell Albania and all in some certain other countries, but at least I try to do it correctly. I'll look it up. Shout out to Charles.
Okay, can I full complete workout 5,000? What was this? Andrea, can I get a full complete word up for for 5 USD in Cali, Colombia? What's
Can I
this?
get a what?
Word up. What's word up?
Workup. I don't. What is a workup? Guys, let us know what a workup is, so we'll be able to answer the question clearly.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, Andrea hair was pretty.
Yeah.
Hair? You mean my hair, or what do you mean?
He said, "Oh,
Yeah. You caught that? You
What?
caught that, Black? All Andrea heard was pretty. She ain't
Yeah.
hear the doctor. She ain't hear me say she was funny. All Andrea heard was like, "Who is this pretty? Who? What doctor you got that have I seen her?" I'm looking like
That's the way that I say when my boy Andrew immediately. I like what the.
I don't.
Yeah,
No,
Andrew. No,
no,
no.
I
Okay.
don't.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I have never. She trying to pretend like you see how she trying to
Yeah,
deflect.
right.
I
Yeah,
know what a
right.
deflect
Mm-hmm.
looks like. She trying to deflect. She trying to use the
Mm-hmm.
Shaolin technique of
Mm.
deflecting off the
Mm-hmm.
topic.
I collect stuff. When you say something, I give you more. But I collect it.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
No, when you say something about your boys, I don't be tripping.
Am I tripping?
I
Okay.
never do. You got listen. I'm one. I tell you why
Oh
I'm
shit.
tripping. I'm one of those dudes that so like a lot of dudes they can't deal with their woman being cool with another guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I've always looked at it like it wasn't just the females in Andrea's life that made her the woman who she is today. It was also her male friends, male family members, male counterparts, male co-workers that also helped her become the woman that who I love today. So for me to sit back and say, you need to get rid of all the men in your life, like what? You need to only have women. Well, wait a minute,
Mm-hmm.
pause. So when she talk about her male friends, I don't sit back and be like, oh, who is this dude? I'm cool. Just to let you know.
Just to let you know.
She
Okay.
thinking that I'm funny style. I ain't never been funny style. I ain't never been that dude.
Okay. He said, "Word up is tests, X-rays, CBC, all of obviously
Yeah, all that shit.
and
Most of those tests I probably taken already. So yeah,
most of them."
yeah. Dude, man, she keep me like like I'm a Frankenstein monster. I'm always in front of somebody's lab, getting some type of exam, take care of blood test, this test. But I won't. I love her for it because I find out good things about my health and areas of opportunity when it comes to my health.
Mm-hmm. Stefano say that's why important to start learning about different cultures. I started learning 15 years ago. Latinos don't like when you say anything wrong about their country.
True, especially spelling it the name wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The next one, tax and social security.
Yes, guys, when it comes to moving to another country, you got to understand that country's rules of taxation. For example, here in Colombia, everybody's paycheck, now in the States, like I always mention this, some of you guys have heard me say it before, some of you guys haven't, real quick. In the States, you get your paycheck. They take out this tax, that tax, this tax, that tax. In Colombia, they don't do that. You get your whole paycheck sent to your bank account, correct?
Exactly. Obviously, we pay taxes through, to regulate that when you buy something or while you're paying your electricity.
Right.
They took a little bit, your taxes for the government or the city that you're living for. But like Dre, no.
So at the end of the year, they tax your whole bank account, what was in there. And so, like in the States, they tax us right on our check. And then, at the end of the year, we file for our taxes. We're going to get a refund or do we owe taxes. Here in Colombia, everything is taxed based off of your bank account.
Yeah.
But also, so it is when you are an expat here. Andrea, Miss Tax right here can already tell you that if you go over a certain amount, now you're going to have to start paying taxes on your Colombian bank account.
Exactly. That's why if you have, for example, in Colombia works like this. If you have a foreigner ID, you got your work registration that you have, you tax form registration, and you have a bank account with your cedula, your ID, because that's your foreign ID is your cedula, like my cedula. And you didn't know about this, and you start to send money, you start to put money over there and put money, and everything is right. And let's say like you put 100 million pesos colombianos, you're gonna pay taxes next year and prove where does that come from. Doesn't matter if you got a check, like we have the check, the checking no the checking card, the checking account, checking account. Doesn't matter. It's under your ID, Colombia ID number. So everything is go over there. The bank send all that information to the tax, like the IRS, exactly, but in Colombia is La DIAN. And obviously they say all the information, and end of the year you want to pay taxes for obviously the next year. So that's why I always make sure the rate don't overpass that amount, and obviously very very careful, because you gotta pay taxes.
And that is right around like $11,000 to $12,000 in USD. So you do not want to have $11,000 or $12,000 going into your bank account. Anything over that, now you're going to have to pay taxes on that overage. Now, some of you guys might be thinking right now, well, I won't open up a bank account. I just use my US bank account. See, you're thinking like a tourist. We're talking about those who are thinking about living in another country.
Exactly.
You need a bank account, or eventually will need a bank account.
You need a credit life here.
A credit line,
That's
because you can't get credit cards and all those things in your new country. I got a credit card, and so don't think that you can't get a credit line established down in your new country. You can. So when it comes to not saying I'm not going to have a bank account, okay, one day you might want to purchase something. You can't just sit back and say, well, we can use my U.S. Credit card or U.S. bank card and have the money come down. Come down where? You don't have a bank account to transfer that money down to.
Exactly.
So you eventually, if you're going to live in a new country, I don't care if it's in Europe or in South America or wherever it may be, you are going to have to get a bank account. So if you think that you're going to skip the line and I just won't need one in that country, you're lying to yourself, because like I mentioned before, there's a difference between coming to these countries as a tourist and you may not need a bank account. But if you plan on living in these countries, you're going to need a bank account.
Yes, sir. A credit life. It is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. Okay. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The next one. Unsubscribe to services.
Yes, guys. Your girl already know this story. I was spending about $200 to $300 a month in subscriptions that I hadn't closed in the United States.
I'm about to kill him.
Money just bleeding out of the account. And it's not much, but it adds up. $200-$300 a month adds up. We're talking about a good $3,600 to almost $4,000 a year coming out of your bank account because you got subscriptions to this and subscriptions to that, gym memberships that you still that automatically renew and things like that. You've got to remember, guys, do not forget to unsubscribe to things that you no longer use. You don't take advantage of that magazine anymore because you don't live in the States. Unsubscribe because they'll renew. If it's something that's the internet wise, like you using a VPN and you want to use a different VPN when you come to Colombia or you know whatever it may be. I'm just using something online as an example. Unsubscribe to that. If you are a person that's like, I use Amazon for my packages, but I don't necessarily need Amazon Prime for my packages to come as fast because we got Amazon here. Unsubscribe to that Amazon Prime. I'm telling, take it from me, dude. I mean, I wonder, like, where is this money? And so one day I just sat down and I went through 3 months of my bank statements. And I found I was bleeding, I kid you not, about $300 every month for nothing. Just think if you just threw away or burned $300 for nothing. 400?
You're like 400.
Well, okay, she says it was 400. I know it was up there when I mentioned it to her. And it went down to $85 of subscriptions that I actually needed, that I used on a regular basis. $85 from $400 a month. Yeah. So remember, guys, make sure you unsubscribe. I'm telling you, that stuff will come back. You're not looking at your bank account. You wonder, like, that's money, Dina. And all of a sudden, you find out that you robbing yourself.
Okay, the next one. Moving of goods.
Yes, moving of goods. Now, what she means by that is these are the 3 things or 4 things that you're going to do with everything that you own right now.
Your bottle, your glasses.
Everything that you own right now, you're going to do this. You're either going to put something in storage, A, sell something, give something away, or bring it with you. Those are the four things. Everything that you own right now on this planet, when you become an expat and relocate to another country, you're either going to put it in storage, whatever that thing or whatever it
Mhm.
is, that piano, that's going to go in storage, or you're going to sell it, give it away, or find some way to bring it with you, whatever that item might be. Those are the four things that are going to happen to your items. I promise you. Most of your things are either go into storage, selling, or giving it away. You're not going to bring most of what you have. Somebody asked me today, this is a common question, about sending their car over to Colombia. It is very inexpensive to send a car to Colombia. It's only like $1,000 to a couple $1,000. To get it into Colombia, that's where they're gonna get you. That's where you're gonna be like, I like this car, but it ain't worth shipping to Colombia.
Mhm.
So you might want to store it at a friend's house or put it in storage if it's that important to you. But I'm telling you, shipping stuff in general to Colombia, you don't have to ship furniture. All the furniture that you need is already here in this country. You
Mhm.
don't have to ship your odds and ends, your knickknacks and forget me nots and paintings. All that stuff is already here. So a lot of stuff. I was giving away suits. I was giving away a lot of clothing. I was donating a lot of things, donating shoes, everything. It will amaze you once you're trying to move to another country and you get rid of a lot of stuff. A, you realize how much stuff you really have. B, how much stuff you really don't need to survive on this planet. You just had stuff that was stocked up. And C, put some stuff in storage or leave it at a family member's house if you can store it with them. But a lot of stuff you will not be bringing. And I'm telling you, it is not worth it to ship a car to Colombia. I don't care what car it is. It is not worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, boo. Okay, the last one is registration at destination.
Yes. Make sure that you, like Andrea said, if you go into your new location, make sure you get ready to get your cellular, which is your ID here in Colombia. Make sure you're ready to apply for a visa. Make sure you're ready to do those steps. Make sure you're ready to do all that is needed to make your transition to the new country as smooth as possible. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to make sure, okay, what do I need to do? And that's some of the things that we do talk about during the consultations, what steps you need to take in regards to paperwork. Andrea is excellent at doing that. I kid you not. If it wasn't for her, a lot of stuff I wouldn't know. So my Spanish is not that tight. My Spanish is like conversational Spanish.
I'm his lawyer. He's a
Financial advisor down
financial
here,
advisor.
a liaison as far as like taking me to the doctors, make sure medical appointments. She does a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Andrea does. Thank you, baby. I love
Thank you. Yeah, I know.
you too. so,
Yeah.
so my point in all that is you're still gonna have to take care of all those things.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you know Spanish or not, you may have to find somebody that's bilingual that could be able to help you out with that, like D. Shout out to D Tours, Tours by D on Instagram. She does excellent liaison work in even tour. But guys, you definitely want to come over and make everything as smooth as possible.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking to somebody yesterday about getting a driver's license. I have my driver's license here. There are a lot more cars that are automatics in Colombia than you realize.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is not driving a stick shift. We were looking at used cars because we were looking at like the 2000. We were looking at one point in time, instead of getting a new vehicle, we were looking at 2017s, 18s, 19s. We were looking at 2020s and 2021s. And it was amazing around Colombia how many automatic
Mm-hmm.
vehicles are in this country. Really nice vehicles, brand new. Because Colombians, the country is not as large as the United States, so it doesn't have as much mileage on a vehicle as what we do in the States.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get your driver's license down here. It's not hard. And so definitely that may be one of the things that you want to consider when you move to Colombia.
Okay, I'm gonna read this, and we almost done.
Yeah.
That I say, I'm selling my show truck, my Lexus, my restoration hardware, furniture, Only bringing my laptops and monitors or monitores and shoes and clothes.
Yeah, that's basically what I did. I just
Yeah.
sold stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, guys, that was the topic for tonight. Thank you a lot for your time, your comments, question, your donations too. Thank you a lot for being here. Yeah, October is
My birthday
Easter.
month is gone.
I'm sorry, boo. Now my birthday month is
Now
coming.
her birthday month is here. Your girl's birthday is next Thursday. Next Thursday.
Yeah, next Thursday. This
Next
Thursday
Mhm.
is my birthday.
Oh well, actually, this Thursday, correct?
Yeah, my birthday. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yeah, thank you a lot, you guys, for being here, and we'll see you the next live stream, of
My
course.
name is Andre. Oh, we got
Yeah, my name is Sandra, but almost.
almost. Hold on for a second. We're gonna show some love.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Thank you so much. What about trucking jobs? Can I bring my skills to Colombia? But by the time you want me to kill you. Seriously.
Thanks for the super chat, first of all.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously. I'm gonna put chloro on my eyes when you guys misspell Colombia.
Oh yeah, he did misspell Colombia.
Okay, is that
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's answer that question. There are trucking job opportunities here. Here's the kicker:
Oh, no.
you're getting paid in pesos.
Way too no. You don't make that money like you make in the States. It's not worth it. No. And another thing, trucks here are smaller than the United States. Trucks here is not like the state that Andre say that you got your own, I don't know, bathroom or what you say?
Like I said, like you truckers, you already know that some of your rigs are so big that they have their own bedroom in the back of the rig, and you got the television set up. It's like a little
No, in
mini-
Colombia.
Yeah.
That's never gonna happen. The only you let's say that you run a truck, right? The only way that you can is go to a town, get something to eat, pay for a room, because no, Columbus truck, they don't have that.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a second. Let me this is what is the consultation? Consultation. This is the email for consultation with Dre A. Spence 2011 gmail.com. Okay.
Yep, I got some scheduled this week. If you guys want to get on board for this week or next week, just email me.
Exactly. So this is the you guys want me to kill you. Yeah, Colombia. Yeah.
Once again, make sure you guys subscribe to Kings and Dreams and do us all a favor. Just go over there, take your cell phone, and just go to Kings and Dreams. Click on any of his videos and make sure that you just let it play. I don't care if you had a volume down. We don't care. Help the brother get his 4,000 watchtowers. He's really close.
The last question. He said, what about American football coaching jobs?
Stop it. Hey, you need to reach out to my Raiders because they need a coach. Bad.
Okay.
My Raiders got beat so bad today. They had to call their mamas.
Okay, everyone, going forward, only Mrs. Bell Colombia is getting time out. Don't blame on it.
Man, y'all better spell Colombia correctly, man. What are y'all doing?
Okay. Thank you, guys. We'll see you the next live stream. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. My name is Andre.
My name is Sandra.
We are Love.